Welcome back to the show once again. Jason Matlo joining us, international fashion designer, and some gorgeous stuff today.
Gorgeous stuff, some bridal stuff today. Jason, what are we going to be looking at?
We're going to be looking at 3 gowns that are carried at Lenovia Bridal in the city. It's Laura Lee Keller opened up our bridal salon this year, and she started to carry our bridal collection.
Nice. How long have you been doing bridal now?
This is our 2nd season of doing bridal.
I'm guessing you had a great reaction. I mean, when we saw your initial designs, and they were just stunning. So the market sort of pushes you to do more and more and more?
It's been interesting. The market's been expanding for us. We weren't really sure what was going to happen with bridal, and we've had a really good reaction to it. So we're going to definitely continue forward.
We're going to look at some beautiful dresses today. We have a groom, too, who's helping out the ladies. So why don't we bring out the groom first, Jason, and tell us about his look.
Well, it's a really classic look for a groom. It's a suit from Moores, and it's simple and classic, basic black.
Yeah. Now, when you have the brides coming in and you're doing a consult, as you do you talk about the groom and kind of encourage him? Because he's like a pal. Like the groom just gave me stink eye.
Well, but all I heard when I was getting married was no one's going to be looking at you, so just have a nice suit on.
They are going to be looking at you. When our brides come in for custom couture work, I know everything right down to what kind of cake that they're going to be having at their wedding usually. So
do you act as a psychologist when you're designing a gown?
Yeah, that comes with the package as well.
I love it.
Okay,
all right.
The first dress is absolutely gorgeous. Tell us about this one here.
This is actually a gown that we custom designed for Lenovia Bridal, and it's organza. Yeah. And we just took bias strips and shattered them to make the bodice there, so it's got a really rough texture to it.
And the texture gives it such a nice juxtaposition to the bottom part.
Yeah, well, we felt it was such a pretty, classic kind of Grace Kelly dress. We wanted to do something a little textural and rough to give it a bit of a modern edge.
Well, and give it a youthful edge as well. I mean, for a younger bride, this is the perfect dress, right? It's got that classic line, but it's just got that little bit
of... It just makes it a bit different as well.
Yeah, very nice.
And I love the little rosette scenario that's on the waistline there. That's really beautiful. I don't know what you call it. What do you call that?
It's quite an abstract rosette scenario. We didn't want it to be a classic bridal rosette on it as well. We wanted to make it again youthful and interesting, just to give something a little bit different.
And this one's exclusive to Lenovia?
Exclusive to Lenovia Bridal, yes.
Beautiful, love it.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
And our next bride here is absolutely stunning.
She's marrying the same man.
I know. What is this?
Lucky guy.
What's going on?
Tell us about this dress.
A really classic shantung silk dress that we did. It's really fun when you're doing bridal because you don't have to have a correlation between the looks. Each one is specific to each bride. So we just wanted to do something really clean and classic. It's all one simple fabric, and then that Obi-inspired belt that kind of looks like a Keller lily through the waist.
It does.
Give it a nice waist detail. Really simple dress.
And what is the trend right now in bridal? We're seeing the fuller skirts, obviously, with yours. Is that the way things are going?
Really full skirts were in, and we were seeing a lot of tulle overlay was happening in bridal this season as well. We didn't do tulle overlay, but we're going to be doing some moving forward.
No idea what that means.
The tulle under goes on top of the dress.
The stuff that makes it poofy is on the outside.
Ah, I gotcha.
And shorter dresses are actually being trended for bridals now. So
well, it must be an interesting compliment to your other role as a fashion designer as well. I mean, just to see all these trends and interplay and working with such a different style and fabric as well.
And it's more couture. Doing the bridal is more like designing couture dresses. That's what makes it interesting to do.
Fun. Lovely. Thank you.
And our last dress is a real showstopper here. Tell us about this one.
This is actually the first wedding dress that we ever designed. It was from our 2009 collection.
Wow.
And, Laura Lee fell in love with it. We were glad that she did. We loved this dress. It's still one of my favorites.
Perfect for Irish dancing as well.
My God.
Not a great range of mobility in it, but it's stunning. I don't know that it's all that practical, but it's fashionable.
It's your wedding day, it's not practical.
I was going to say, it is that one day of the year where practicality kind of goes out the window. You don't care how fast you can move.
And I mean, the movement in the bottom of the skirt, how much fabric is actually in there to get that?
I think there's about 20 meters of crinoline under that to hold that under there, believe it or not, by the time you get it all gathered up underneath. So.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
You just keep going around and around and around.
I don't. My girl, when she keeps going round and round, I stay away from those crinolines. But it takes a while to construct a dress like that.
Well, yeah, because to have that shape and that it stays that way when she's moving. And tell us about the rest of it.
Well, it's got a soft cowl at the hip line, and then there's 2 belts there that we tie into a really abstracted flower on it, and it's just a really strong silhouette. It's for a bride that definitely wants a more dramatic dress for her wedding and something more traditional.
For sure. Well, there's such an element of engineering to this kind of stuff.
Engineering is the right word.
That's right.
It's engineered.
You have to sort of think of it from the inside out, I guess, when you're doing the
exactly.
designs as well.
That's definitely one of the more architectural ones that we've done.
Now, Jason, if people want a custom design dress from you, you're still doing that, of course. How does it work?
Still doing it. They go to our website, www.jasonmatlo.com, and just send me an email email at my info account and set up an appointment, and we can do custom work.
Are you by any chance doing personal training as well that I can that I can sign up for?
Or you get my info account for personal training as well.
You can go to the gym with Jason and pump up too. Of course, Jason Matlo will be part of the wedding fair. It's the 32nd annual wedding fair. If you want to check it out, you can go to their website to find out all the information. So everything's all in one place.
Very nice, Jason. Thank you.
Nice
Real
to see
pleasure
you.
to see you. And you're going to be starting a men's line as well that we might see.
Yes, we're going to be starting a menswear line very
cool.
soon.
Good. Well, we look forward to having you for that.
We'll
We're
get
going to take
some
a break.
organza in it for
And
you,
when we
kid.
come back, journeyman falconer Joanne Bentley will be joining us with one of her beautiful friends right after this. Stick around. It's you.